The professor from this place hit with an air rifle in the classroom. I report all 24 students. I'll tell you this right now. Teachers don't get paid enough to deal with this kind of stuff. Do not bring anything in any shape whatsoever that goes pew-pew whatsoever. I don't care if it's an air rifle, a Nerf rifle, or anything whatsoever. Do not bring a pew-pew into class. I don't know why this needs to be said, but it apparently needs to be said. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into good old r/iamatotalPOS because if there's any indication that idiocracy being a real-life situation is on the horizon, it's this. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions. Give me something wholesome, because Jesus Christ, we need a palate cleanser already. And if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. At the time I'm recording this, I'm at 68,887 subscribers. I'd love to get to 69,000 because, you know, super duper funny number, but 70,000 would also be cool. Probably hit that by the time this video goes out too. So if you guys could help me out, that would be awesome.
Help me! Help me!
She's only 16, bro. Tate Brothers bragged about having us with teen minors and stealing camgirls' passports so that they could not escape. These really are some spoiled taters, huh? Also, for a very obvious reason, I cannot scroll up because tater tots are basically on full display. That just goes to show, with all of the 33 cars you have, your Bugatti and everything, you cannot buy yourself a decent personality. You can't buy morals, and you can't buy humanity. Larry Summers, reclining on a tropical island and instructing the pros that there's going to need to be increases in unemployment to contain inflation. Wait, no, if people are on unemployment, then they're receiving unemployment benefits, right? So wouldn't that lead to inflation being worse? SBF, who was once worth $26 billion, says he tried to survive on a jar of peanut butter when in a Bahamian prison. Oh no, he was only given a calorie-dense food to survive on for free. I've always kind of seen people complaining about prison food to be a little weird because, like, you're given that free multiple times a day and you're given a place to sleep. Plus, also, I'm fairly certain that it was very much more than just the jar of peanut butter. Firing people using memes, greatest thing ever. Hey, dude, if you're gonna use memes, could you at least use memes from this decade? Like, Jesus. And also, secondly, this is very much not good to do at all. Like, it just seems very childish to fire somebody through a meme. Ah, yes, I've called you into my office to talk to you about something. A very much fired, much very get out, do not work here a lot more. Much unemployed. You get what I'm getting here? In addition, the board agreed to change disciplinary records of both students to say they were suspended for disruptive conduct, removing any reference to weapons. You want to know what the caption for this one said? Caption for this one said, Louisiana School Board pays $165,000 to settle lawsuits of two children suspended last year for having BB rifles. The BB rifles were in their own house while having online classes. The school board agreed to change the disciplinary record to show they were suspended for disruptive conduct and not weapons. The school board and this redacted and this person's families are pleased that they were able to reach a resolution and can now refocus on the education of this place's students in an orderly, safe, and welcoming environment in both virtual and non-virtual classroom settings. Attorneys for the school board and the family said in a joint statement. The school board was criticized by the American Civil Liberties Union and the National Rifle Association for the suspensions, which applied policies banning weapons at school or at school-sponsored events to children learning from home during the virus pandemic. Louisiana lawmakers passed a new law in redacted name that gives students and their families more options to appeal certain disciplinary decisions and require schools to tweak their disciplinary policies for at-home or online instructions. Prior to the settlement, attorneys for this school board had asked a federal judge to throw out the state law, arguing it violated schools officials' due process rights. They targeted provisions that made the law retroactive and let families get back payments to attorneys who represented them in appealing suspensions. Yeah, so bottom line, kid got in trouble not for bringing a BB rifle into class, but for just having it at his house. And that's where the majority of this mess came from in it all, just because the person had it at the house. Maybe it was on camera in the background or something. For some reason, there's some kind of power trip when it comes to all of this kind of stuff. Like, I've seen ridiculous things, like you can't have your web camera for your online class in your bedroom. You have to make sure that you're, like, properly dressed for Zoom class. I'm not even joking on that one. It was ridiculous. And by that, I'm talking about, like, you can't be wearing, like, a matching pajama shirt and pants set. And yes, very much while I am very much against kids bringing rifles into class, much as a lot of other people should be, this is very much not that case. This is just getting weird with it. Arrest made in the slaying of a Lockport mom and baby. On October 2nd, 2020, 32-year-old redacted and 1-year-old daughter redacted were found dead at the house in Lockport. Redacted, 28 of Crestwood, was booked into this county jail on Wednesday on 6 accounts of murder, and his bail is set to $10 million. Personally, I'm a firm believer in the sense that if you take somebody else's right to life, then you shouldn't have the ability to live out yours. I'm not talking about like death penalty, lethal injection, stuff like that. I'm talking about locked up in life with no chance of parole. Because let's be honest, death would be too easy of an escape. The real kicker is that it took 2 years for this dude to get arrested, and that's absolutely ridiculous. Dad stopped cops from breaking window as baby died in a car. While his daughter was trapped in a car, a father prevented police officers from breaking the vehicle's window, leading to the toddler dying. However, the man's family has now come forward to defend his reason for stopping officers from rescuing his child, and his reason was because he didn't want to have to pay to get the window fixed. So bottom line, dude legitimately weighed the consequences of kid in a car versus paying to repair a window, and his mind went that way. There is actually a longer caption that follows from the person who posted this, and says, according to Las Vegas Metro Police, the man objected the police officers breaking his car window because he didn't want to pay for the damage that would ensue. He successfully stopped the officers from breaking into the car by assuring them that the air conditioner was on and that his daughter was fine. Additionally, he rejected their offer to call a locksmith or tow truck, insisting that he couldn't afford the services. The man's mother insisted that her son would never harm his daughter and that he took care of his other children as well. She raised her voice and wept as she and several other female relatives defended him, arguing that he truly must have believed the air conditioner was running the entire time. I've been out in Vegas. It is 80 in October. There is no reason that you would even think that you would have to guess if your AC is on. You know for a fact whether or not you're baking in that car or not. It really does suck that there are people out there that see the value of a kid as less than repairing a window. A Texas teacher is accused of locking son in car's trunk to avoid exposure to the virus. You know, I've had some experience with quarantining and everything, and I'm fairly certain that there are a lot of things that come to mind before the idea of locking somebody in a trunk comes up. I guess in order to do that, though, you need to have a good thought process and actual logical thinking, which I'm going to guess this lady did not. Just goes to show that with everything being bigger in Texas, it is very much not the brain that is bigger in Texas. I feel like if this person's first idea was not the trunk, I very much feel like garbage bag would have been the next best thing for them. Just trying to spitball what would be reasonable thinking for this type of person here. Mother 33, who slept with a boy 14 after a teenager's birthday party, is cleared of CS crimes because she thought he was 18 or 19. Oh yeah, sorry judge, my bad. I thought they were 18 or 19. Oh, okay, then you're free to go. Yeah, nah. Look, I know for a fact, if you're in a high school, you can very much tell who is a freshman and who is graduated. There's a little bit of a difference in appearance when it comes to a whole lot of things. So the fact that everything was cleared because of an oops, my bad, I thought differently is definitely weird as can be. But also one thing to consider, this person just mistakenly said they were this. What about the people that lie about their age and cause the person to get arrested? A 25K demoand ring for $500. My grandmother just died. She paid $10,000 for it, only asking $500. She was requested to be buried with it, but I took it off at the funeral. How to say that you stole something and are absolutely lying about everything you say. You try to sell something that somebody bought for $10,000 for $500, as if that don't raise a couple of flags. And all that on top of the fact that this might not even be a legit post whatsoever, which I'm highly definitely believing is not. If you're gonna try to be a douche canoe and crime on Facebook Marketplace, can you work on making it less obvious? You shouldn't be taking it to the gym at all. Chameleons need to be properly kept in an enclosure and fed live insects. It is in a cage, however, it likes to hang out with its Mummy. I haven't been to the gym lately, but if I go, I will allow it to walk around on the floor, and if anyone comes near, I will tell them to be careful not to step on my baby. I hope it doesn't come to that. I do not want to draw attention to us. We are just there to work out and mind our own business. You're saying that you don't want attention drawn to you, meanwhile you got a whole chameleon just wandering around on the floor around you. And thank God his little claws are painfully grasping that hard plastic, because there was a good chance he could have fallen and been ground up by the treadmill belt. Yes, I've read gut loading is feeding the crickets and worms fruit and veggies, but like I said, I'll feed them fruit and veggies and dead insects. Yeah, good luck with the dead insects and likely the dead chameleon to soon follow. Chameleons are in no way, shape, or form a starter or an easy to take care of reptile, and you very much got no business taking it places where they are not supposed to be, not allowed, and cannot live properly, like the shower. If it's a nice hot day, then yeah, you can take them around with you on your shoulder, but don't go to the gym with them, that is for certain. Unless their environment is incredibly close to what it is supposed to be in their enclosure, and I'm talking humid temperatures, all that jazz, do not take them out of that enclosure. Plus also, why feed dead insects? Live insects are very easy to come by. You can go to your local pet store to get them, and they are far more nutritious than dead ones. But with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up the wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.